So here are 4 things that my Asian parents have told me since young that have changed my way of thinking as I navigate adult life. So the first one is work hard and you will achieve more. So in Cantonese it's actually called 多劳多得, and in Chinese it's actually called 多劳多得. So when I was young, I used to believe that if I study hard, I achieve good grades, I'll be able to have a bright future. And then even when I came into the workforce, I used to believe that if I actually do my work properly, I'll be hardworking at my job, I'll be able to earn more, I'll be able to get promoted and earn more. But the reality is, when I came out into the workforce, what you actually study is actually what is different from what you actually do. The real work is actually different. And at the same time, in the corporate world, the more work you put in, the more work you get. So if you try to be like good with your job, you try to be really neat with your job, you end up actually getting more work from people who are not doing as well as you are in your job. So for me right now, instead of just trying to be hardworking at my job, I just try to work smart. And I still believe in this saying, okay, in Chinese it's called 选择比努力重要, which means that having options is more important than being hardworking. So it's more important to make the right choices and be able to choose your direction properly. So the next point is eat less and more frequent meals. So in Cantonese it's called 少食多餐. In Chinese it's called 少吃多餐. So when I first heard about it, I thought it made a lot of sense because if I eat less, surely I'll be able to lose more weight. But as I get into nutrition and started to do weightlifting, I realized that what is more important is eating what your body actually needs. So you need to eat like whole foods instead of processed food. You need to eat what your body actually requires. You need to have enough sufficient calories and nutrition in order for your body to function. So for now, for my approach is, instead of eating many meals but small amounts, I actually keep it to 3 meals a day and eating whole foods and making sure that my body has the right nutrients that it needs. And the other thing is, because if we eat less but more frequent meals, it will actually spike insulin every time we eat, which indirectly is asking the body to actually work more, so which is not good for your blood sugar and overall health. So the third one is actually to eat less and move more. In Cantonese it's called 食少啲喐多啲. In Chinese it's actually called 少吃多動. So again, logically it seems to make sense. If my output is actually greater than my input, then logically I should be able to lose weight. But as I get into nutrition and exercise, I realize that if you are not eating enough, or you're just trying to deprive yourself, your body will not feel satiated and you will end up craving for junk food. And in the long run, it's actually not good for your metabolic health. So what I do right now is I will still maintain a healthy lifestyle, maybe like 80% of the time, and the 20% I'll still indulge in foods that I totally love. So the fourth and the last point is to work hard. In Cantonese it's called 努力工作. In Chinese it's called 努力工作. So given my parents' generation, so working hard could possibly change their lives. Like, for example, one person working could actually feed a family of 4. You could still probably afford a simple house, a simple car. But given in today's context, even if you work hard at your role, you might still be subject to business decisions. You might still be subject to AI and outsourcing. So you might have the possibility of still losing your job given the current situation now. So, what I realized that, no doubt working hard is important to a certain extent, but what is more important is to be able to have new skills to be able to find another source of income and sustain elsewhere. And then the other thing is to be able to plan your finances well and live below your means. So here are the 4 things that my Asian parents have told me since young that have changed my way of thinking. So this is not to say that they are wrong. So for some of the stuff, probably it have worked in their generation, but what I think it's more important is to be able to rethink them and to update our mindset as the situation changes. So, what is one thing that your parents told you when you were growing up? Did you realize that you needed a new definition? Let me know in the comments below. I'd like to know how your childhood beliefs actually evolve into your adult mindset.